Well, hello again. We have arrived, right? We have been looking at the purpose formula, the details of it, our natural, our true nature dialed in with our joy and compassion, our essential qualities, and our natural gifts of being a teacher and working with the shame and guilt. Our family says, well, you can't be that, or your fear of speaking in public, working with that, befriending that, and now we're aimed towards our meaningful need of autism, or working with women's empowerment or men's empowerment. And women and men need empowerment. Children do. I mean, everybody needs to come back into their... I tell you what the biggest empowerment is for us to dial into our authentic nature so that we can step into our authority of our own natural gifts and essential qualities, so that we can start to author our own life towards a meaningful need in the world of autism, empowering men, women, the environment, working with cruelty to animals, deciding to go into politics to make a difference, because we know that the environment is going to be a huge... we know the future of political life has to be somebody who's a very genuine environmentalist, not somebody who's just adding lip service to the environment, somebody who's grown up and naturally contributed and done something very important. So that natural gift of being a leader combined with those essential qualities of really caring about nature and really understanding the environment is going to be crucial to our future. So any of you out there, a shout out to any of you out there who have anywhere inclined to work with the environment. It is going to be a huge meaningful need if it isn't already. We know that in a couple of decades we're going to have one less breath every minute, one full breath less. Our children's children are going to have less and less air to breathe. The water is going down at a rapid rate. We know that there's going to be all sorts of challenges around the environment and about resources. But we have huge capacities and challenges and strengths that we can mobilize inside of us and aim towards, really helping men be better husbands, be supporting their wives going out there in their meaningful need and talents and essential qualities. We need men to be better fathers, better husbands, better leaders, better in the hockey locker room, right? Of standing up to things. We need women also really having a very genuine, not just being angry women, men not just being angry men, us Irish people not just being Irish people, the brown community not just being angry brown people, the black community being not just black, just angry. No, we need to work with anger so we can turn it into verve and anger is protest and passion and effectiveness and really smart, wicked thinking with groups, right? And we know that in the next little while, we know the next Buddha is going to be a village. So we need all the talents and natural gifts that are out there and all those essential qualities. We need people know how to be the guide on the side, not the sage on the stage, trying to be Mr. Groovy or Miss Groovy out there. We need to be really understanding a collaborative model of leadership where everybody one at a time takes their turn to be that leader. And when we're dealing with autism, they stand up. When we're dealing with women's empowerment, they stand up. And when we're dealing with the men who need to be empowered, the women sit down and men stand up and really do that authentically, genuinely, and not just mobilizing a whole bunch of more angry, savage men instead of very genuine, wild men that are also very talented and very skilled and aimed towards a very meaningful need in the environment. You got this. Many different meaningful needs in the world. The world is hiring. Notice how the environment ends up right smack in the middle of the heart. Well, because the environment is, really, another word for the environment is matter, right? Is matter. We know that we are nothing but matter. We know that matter is also a word for mother. And we know mother, the grandmother, is not just your grandmother, but the grandmother of all grandmothers is Gaia herself, the earth. And we know if we want to put the mother here and the father in the sky, the cosmos up there, some cultures have it the other way around, the mother in the sky, the father on the ground. that there's both of those things going on, an unbelievable order, an unbelievable order, an unbelievable chaos, an unbelievable chaos. And we, the people, are the in-between. So 1 + 1 = 3. We, the people, can start to work very craftily with the larger forces of physics and the neuroscience within the body, and the forces within the earth, the natural forces, to create a much better environment for us to live in, but also for our great grandchildren, right? We have to think 7 generations. Indigenous peoples all around the world think like that. We need to think like that as well. And we need to do now what's going to make a difference then. And now is what you can do is download this formula. I want to challenge you to download this formula. You can get it on my website. If you can't, email me, michael@Talbot-Kelly.com. I will send you a printout of that formula. If you send that in the next 24 hours, I promise you I'll give you 20 minutes of my time and the possibility of even getting into one of the mentorship packages. I don't have a lot of room at all, but if you're interested, download. If you're hearing this, download it. Tell me when you first heard it. Download, fill it out, send it in to me. It says I want 20 minutes. You can go to my website and put 20 minutes in. You get that free, michael@Talbot-Kelly.com. And I want to challenge you to let's move this, people. Let's get ourselves into this purposeful living of a deep understanding of who we are and our contribution to humanity, and also really getting that we matter. This is how we can make a difference. There are a ton of meaningful needs, people. You're with me on this. I got your back. Call me if you need to. Any questions about this, please do not hesitate. You could engage with me on Facebook. You could get a hold of me on my email. You've got my number on the website. So glad you joined me for this, the Purpose Formula, and I'm wishing you all the best. May you step into what matters most for you. May all the forces of nature be behind you, in front of you, beside you, underneath your feet, on top of you. May they encourage you to contribute greatly to a meaningful need that makes a big difference in your life and for those 7 generations down the road. Bye for now.